Welcome back, everybody. Now today I'm back with this item, which is advertised as a Ferrofluid speaker, although it doesn't play sound. So let's find out what's up with this in today's video and see if it's worth $100 I spent for it. And let's start with the unboxing. In this unassuming package is the Ferrofluid Music Mate. I paid $99 for this, although it sells for as much as $130. Currently has a 4.3 star rating among over 426 reviews. My first impression when I got it was it's smaller than I thought it was going to be. I mean, look at that, that's not very big. For some reason in the photos it seemed much larger than this. But let's see what we've got here. User manual, always good. Charging cable, always helpful. They also include a magnet to use to activate the Ferrofluid. Right there it is, very small now. But they call it a dancing Ferrofluid speaker, but then later they say it's not a speaker. They also call it a Ferrofluid display lamp. They say it's the prototype substance of the Marvel movie Venom, although Ferrofluid was designed by NASA decades before that came out. But they say it will react to sound and dance to music. They say it's a great display piece, conversation piece, or even a way to relax. People online who liked it said it's mesmerizing. They say it's a perfect addition to any desk. Those who didn't like it, they said it can develop bubbles that ruin the effect. Some people complained of imperfections or other stains on the glass. Some people took issue with the word speaker being used in the description when it clearly is not a speaker at all. So I'm gonna have to read this over. I'm assuming charge this up, and then we will get started. All right, I charged this up. I read over these instructions, which are not very well worded, by the way. They're clearly translated in English and not very well. But a few more observations before we get started. Looking at the unit itself now, they refer to this as high transparent glass. They say back here is a sound receiver. That's the microphone. They're labeled, but you can barely read them. Like I can barely read. That says mic, that says on, off. This is the USB-C charging port. Now there's supposed to be a backlight, so if that's the case, I might turn some of these lights off so we can see it in all of its glory. Now they do have a magnet here. Now I think you can use it without even being powered on first. So let's just see what happens when I put this magnet up here. And, oh wow. Whoa, all right, that's I'm feeling that. That's pretty cool. That is certainly an oddly satisfying design, but we're not even on yet. Let's turn this thing on and see what we got. Pressing the power button for approximately 1 second. 1. Oh wow, whoa! It jumped to attention. Now it's actually reacting to my voice. What the, wow, look at this. I haven't even started yet. Let me turn these lights off. Man, we really just jumped right into it, didn't we? Now I'm just talking. I'm just talking and it's just dancing to my voice, which is incredible to watch. What if I just hold a note? That's probably annoying, but I want to try it anyway. So wow. I don't know if I've ever been impressed this early into a review before. I mean, it was like on for a few seconds and I was already impressed. And then when I'm not talking, it goes back down to the bottom. Wow, it's like it's kind of almost distracting, but it's so cool at the same time. You can see it split in half right there, and now it's in 2 pieces. Now it's back together into 1. Wow, what a trip. What if I use this magnet now that it's actually powered on? What we got here? I mean, the magnet's pretty cool, but when you're talking, I feel like that's more impressive than just the magnet. I mean, it looks cool with a magnet. It actually reacts to my voice when I'm using the magnet too. That's kind of cool. Let's try some music now. Supposedly it reacts to music. I'm gonna try some music here. I've got some wonderful royalty-free music that I can use, so you know how that goes. But I have my transparent speakers here, which you probably can't even see. I've got those paired with my phone. Let's play some different types of music and see what we got here. First up. Very cool. Now you have like a small and a big piece that just combined back together again. It is kind of mesmerizing. All right, let's try a different kind of song here. A little bit of rock and roll here, a little hard rock. Yeah. It's weird how differently it behaves just from 2 different genres of music. Let's go back to the first one again. Now the second one, which is more of a hard rock song. Whoa, that's so cool, man. I want like a room-size one of these. Next, I'm gonna try a really mellow, kind of like classical piano kind of piece and see if that looks different. Let's check this out. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm geeking out more than other people are, but I'm totally geeking out on this. Let's try one more song. This one's gonna be more kind of like a throwback to an old school song here. Maybe it's just me, but I'm completely geeking out on this thing here. Look at the way it just reacts to my voice like that. It's like an alien creature that's listening to you and reacting as it listens or something. It's incredible. It's incredible. I love it. I want to see how sensitive this microphone is. Let me whisper into it. I'm the President of the United States. Well, I mean, it picks up a whisper. I'm going to walk across the room here. I'm going to keep walking. I'm walking. How far away am I? I'm 10 feet away. I'm 15 feet away. I'm 20 feet away. It still hears me. I mean, I'm all the way across the room and it still hears me. So it seems like it's picking up the sound pretty well. I'm gonna try a quick volume test here. I'm gonna see what happens when I play music at one volume and much quieter and see if there's any difference in what it does. So for the first round, I'll make the volume kind of in the middle and then I'll lower way down and see if there's a difference in what it does. Here we go. This is the middle. I'll lower it way down. It barely hears it. Now let's blast it again. Wow, I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed by this thing, man. It's like, it works exactly like I thought it was going to. I'm not having any of the issues other people did. People having stains, people having like it break into two and separate. I'm having none of that. I just have a very pleasant looking display piece that's hard to not look at. By the way, the instructions have a word I don't think I've ever heard before. It says the ferrofluid will show agglomeration. Now I'm assuming agglomeration is a word, but I've never heard that before. So you learn something new every day, I guess, right? But right now, I mean, I'm just completely impressed. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't serve any like purpose. And it is kind of expensive at $100, but I mean, just looking at this thing, it's like an alien creature reacting to your voice. I love it. I love this thing. It's just so weird. A couple quick things to note also. First up, the instructions say that it should last about 8 hours on one charge, which seems pretty good, but you can also use it while it's plugged in. So really you don't have to worry about that. Second of all, they say it is forbidden to use it in high temperature or sun exposure. So I guess you can't do that. I just wonder what happens if I use this magnet along with my voice here. Whoa, whoa. I'm not even holding it against it. Look at that. It seems like it can't decide between wanting to be attracted to the magnet or dance to my voice. Look at that. Whoa, that's cool. It's kind of just like a big blob, but when I say something, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can see it's pretty thin. It's not even an inch thick. You can see it dancing around in there. Doesn't look as impressive from the side though. Whoa. So in the end, I gotta say I'm a big fan of this. It's probably one of the coolest displays I've ever bought. It does seem kind of expensive and small for $100, but what it does do, it does well. I'll keep using it and let you know if anything changes. But if you've used something like this, tell me what you think in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.
And y'all come back now, don't be slow. That was a freaking review show. Gadgets and gizmos, big and small. We test them so you don't waste it all. So grab your snacks and off we go. See you next time on Freak Review Show.